Welcome to part 3, The World's Worst Teachers, chapter, Miss Speck's Trike of Terror. So we've just left, she's going through the schoolyard. Now she's deciding to find people to make some money out of littering. Oh yes, it is. Now I'm reading it like that because that's the way it's typed. Now remember the librarian, she likes to pronounce her S's as S. No, it isn't, I promise. I'm allergic to chocolate and never, ever eaten it. In the time you have been talking to, the fine has gone up from 60 pence to 70 pence. The kids had no choice but to cough up the cash. If they didn't, Speck would pursue them around the playground, sitting astride the trike of terror. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Help! No! Ah! The souped-up mobility scooter had just been fitted with stereo speakers. Now Miss Speck could listen to Beethoven's bombastic Fifth Symphony, which is her favourite piece of music, on a loop as she terrorised them. She's singing and running around on this trike of terror. All the kids at Spottington School were running out of pocket money very fast. Every single penny was going straight to Miss Speck. And they had nothing left to spend things on, things that truly mattered in their life, such as football cards, hair scrunchies, ice cream, bubble gum, comics, whoopee cushions, stickers, smelly rubbers and gonks, which, that's a gonk. They used to be called trolls when I was little. Basically toys. Someone at school had to do something to stop Miss Speck. The only kids at Spottington School who were not terrified of her were the Tang twins. It was time for the revenge of the nerds, so to speak. One break time, the pair were sitting together on the bench in the playground, getting on with some quiet reading. It was a weighty book that they'd chosen themselves to read for fun. It was entitled An Expert's Guide to Rocket Science. They're very smart, I think. Their 4 eyes scanned the pages, digesting every last ingestible fact. All was good in the world until they heard the distinctive chords of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony running through the playground. It could mean only one thing. Oh no, remarked Tim Tang. Oh yes, replied Tom Tang. They looked up from the book. The music was heralding the arrival of the Speck astride the trike of terror. Rocket science will have to wait, said Tim. It certainly looks like it, agreed Tom. The librarian came to a halt right next to them, the bull bar at the front crashing into their knees. Crunch! Ouch! said Tim. Ditto, agreed Tom. I do hope you haven't dented my scooter, hissed Miss Speck. Us too. How can we help you, Miss Speck? Inquired Tim very politely. Well, began the librarian. What have we here? The lady had a long metal spike in one hand, and at the end of it was, dum, 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 a burger wrapper. Tom peered closer. Well, looks very much like a burger wrapper, Mrs. Speck. I know that, she snapped. I know that, she snapped. Then we were glad to be of service, Miss Speck, added Tom, and the pair returned to their book. Good day. Miss Speck's face soured. The question is, what was it doing there, right next to your footsies? The Tang twins shared a puzzled look. I imagine it blew over here, guessed Tim. Tom nodded. The wind, which is coming from the northwesterly direction, is usually quite strong today. It certainly has nothing to do with us, as we have never eaten a burger. We only eat food that is good for our brains. Would you care for a blueberry, miss? Asked Tim, offering her one from their clearly labelled Tupperware container. Or a pumpkin seed? Asked Tom. reaching in his briefcase for his Tupperware container. "No!" thundered Speck. For once, things weren't going to plan. This burger wrapper was sitting right next to you. There is a fine to pay. £5. The twins looked at each other and gulped. £5? They asked in unison. Each? £10? Hark, the geniuses, she scoffed. Now pay up or else. End of part 3. See you next time.